Hello everyone, my name is Joanny and welcome to Love Qualified, a ministry that is dedicated to encouraging others to experience the sovereign love of the one true God who has qualified us to be his beloved ones. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I'm able to balance my time between writing and being a full-time student. So if you've been watching my channel for a while now, you would know that I am a writer and I love writing. I have been writing since I was about 13-14 years old. I started by writing poems, but I only started taking writing seriously in January 2017, so about 2 years ago. And I published the book. It's a poetry devotional. It's called Outpourings of a Beloved Heart. It's a 30-day poetry devotional all about God's love. And writing is a big deal for me because I feel like it's one of the gifts that God has given me, and I enjoy doing it. I enjoy writing for God's glory. So I have had to change a few things in terms of how to find time to write, because I'm a student. I'm doing a postgraduate course in physician associate studies. If you watch my PA school vlogs, you would see how intense and how full on the course is. And I've had to, come up with ways in which I can still fit in my writing somewhere, because if I don't make the time to write, then I'll never write at all. So I thought today I would just go through with you guys about the little things that I've learned about how I'm able to balance my time, and hopefully that would help you too. So the first thing I think it's important to think about when you want to make time to write or to do the things that you love when you have a busy schedule, like being a full-time student or being a mom or having a full-time job, is to actually get your priorities straight. Okay, so at the moment my main priority is PA school, because I've got exams coming up in March, I've got assessments due in 2 weeks, I've got a presentation due next week, and I know that I need to set my priorities straight. It's important to do that because then that would help me to make a goal, which is the next step. So I think it's important for you to think about, first of all, what are my priorities right now in the moment? So if you're working, if you are looking after your children, or if you're in school, you've got college, you've got these deadlines, you can't do anything about them. If you don't study and you spend all your time writing, then you're not going to do well in your exams. Or if you're that kind of person who does well without studying, I mean, good for you, but I'm not that kind of person. If you know what to prioritize, you can make realistic goals. Now at the beginning of the year, it's still January 2019, everyone's setting goals for themselves, what I'm going to do in 2019, what I'm going to achieve in January, what I'm going to achieve in February, all the way down to December. If you know what your priorities are, then you can be able to set realistic goals. Now I know that I don't have all the time in the world, so I can't be saying that I need to make sure my novel is published or by the end of the year, or all polished and edited and ready to go by the end of the year. That's not a realistic goal, because I don't have the time to do that. But because I know that it's not my top priority now, I need to find ways to be able to fit it in to my whole schedule and the way I do things and my work and my academics. If I had all the time in the world, and if I wasn't doing this crazy course that was taking up a lot of my time, I probably would have had the time or had the chance to go through my novel quite a few times, get feedback on it, give people to really get beta readers. I don't know how to say it. It's because Americans say beta readers and I don't know how to say it now. I think it's beta readers, beta, like alpha and beta, so beta readers. Yeah, I probably would have gotten beta readers to read it and gotten feedback and critiqued it and gone over and over and over again, with self-edits and stuff. But I don't have that time because I've got PA school and I've got deadlines and I've got all of that stuff, and that's my priority right now. So because I know what I am prioritizing, I am able to set this realistic goal, which is going to be this whole year. So my goal for the year is to take up the whole year of 2019 and try and get feedback on my novel and to work on it and to get it to a level of, the best possible level that I can get it to be by the end of the year, so that I can possibly start querying agents in 2020. So after you've thought about your priorities and then you've set realistic goals for yourself, the third thing I would like to talk about when it comes to balancing your time between the things that you love and the things that you have to do is making time, actually making time to do these things. Whether you're a writer or you're a blogger or a YouTuber or an artist, you like drawing or you like, sightseeing and doing stuff, and you have to make the time to do it. You have to actually make the time to do it. Because I think the one thing that keeps us back or just makes us sit down and not do anything is we just keep saying, oh, I don't have the time. Oh, I don't have the time. Oh, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. We have time. We have 24 hours in a day, okay? You have to make the time. You're not going to get any more than 24 hours. If you love this thing, you have a passion for this thing that you want to do, you have to make time for it. Now, I think quite a few people have been asking if I have a planner that I use to manage my time between church and writing and school and uni and stuff. The planner that I use is this one. It's just a normal paper chase planner. I'll leave a link down below to a video I made back in 2015 about how I organized my planner. So basically it's got different sections. It's a Filofax, by the way. If you open it up, it's got like all my stuff in there. It's quite thick. So here I got like a nice little quote there. I don't know if you can see. It says, decide today that you wouldn't give up on your dreams and desires. And it says, keep pressing forward, believing that you are anointed and empowered by God. So I have different sections in this planner. I have a diary. I think the meatiest section here is my diary. And every single week, before the start of the week, I write a list of things that I need to do, as you can see. So this was last week. And this is this week. So you can see that I've ticked off all the things. So as the week goes by, I write, on the Sunday going into the Monday, I write down every single to-do list that I want to do on each day. So I get these weekly spreads on Amazon. They sell it online and you use it for Filofaxes, and literally I write down all my goals, all the meetings that I have and everything I have to do, and then I tick it off as I'm going. So midway to when it gets to Wednesday, I review my to-do list, and I see how I'm doing. If there's quite a few things that I've missed, I go back and do them, or if there's quite a few things that I haven't done yet and then I still need to do, then I can do them. So I go back and review these things, and then I see how I'm doing, and then I can step up my game, or if I've covered a lot, I can have time to do other things. So that's how I try and make sure that I keep on top of my uni work. Now on top of these things, I try to fit in my writing here and there. So in terms of writing, sometimes I wake up earlier. So I normally wake up at 7 or 7:30 to start uni at 9, but sometimes I might push myself to wake up earlier. So maybe wake up at 7, do my devotions, do a bit of writing for like half an hour, and then I get ready for the day. But a lot of the times I found that I've been writing more at night. So I write at the end of the day because I use it as a reward for doing work. So when I go to uni and I study for the whole day, I'm motivated to study at uni because I know that if I accomplish my goals, I'm going to go home that night and I'm going to have time to write without feeling guilty because I've done the work that I'm supposed to do. So I use writing as sort of like a reward to help me do work at uni, if that makes sense. And that makes me always look forward to writing. So even with my blog posts as well, I know that my blog has kind of taken a step back a little bit because I'm focusing on YouTube and the writing and stuff, but I literally have to make time and say, okay, this day I'm going to, from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, I'm going to write my blog post, and I'm going to do it before I start doing certain things. So I consciously have to make this time to write, okay? And sometimes I write during my break. So maybe I'm taking a study break between I've finished a lecture or something and I'm about to start the next one. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to work on my novel for the next 15 minutes or the next half hour. So I'm using it as a break before I start the next lecture. So you see what I mean? It's consciously making that time, looking at your schedule throughout the day, and saying, okay, what am I doing today? Can I fit in writing somewhere, or can I fit in blogging somewhere, or recording a video, or just looking at the structure of your day, structuring out your day so that you can make time for the things that you love. The next thing that I think is very important when it comes to motivation to do the things that you want to do is to find a support system, to find a community. If you're the only one that writes in your family, find a writing community online. There's a lot of writing communities online. So on Twitter, if you hashtag writing community, or if you hashtag I'm writing on Twitter, Instagram, and loads of other platforms, you can meet so many nice people. Honestly, over the past few weeks, I've been actively engaged in Twitter, in the writing community on Twitter. I have met really nice people, other writers, other authors, talking about their story, people who are writing Christian fiction as well. And it's just been amazing to see how God is working through them, and that's encouraging me to keep writing on my story. And you can meet people there who can read your work and critique your work and encourage you in your journey. If you're a blogger, make blogger friends, hashtag bloggers, Christian bloggers, or whatever kind of blogging that you do, and you'll see other people who are writing, who write blog posts as well. If you're a YouTuber, follow other YouTubers as well. Comment on their videos. Make friends with them. You can literally. I've made so many friends of YouTube and blogging and writing that I never would have imagined making. So there is a community for you out there. You need to plug into that community, and you need to draw inspiration and draw motivation and draw encouragement from it so you can keep going, because I don't believe we're created to be an island. Like, God created us to make relationships with each other. Another thing that I think is very important to mention is for you not to be too hard on yourself, because I feel like there's been quite a few times when I've been super hard on myself and I've condemned myself, because there's a saying that we are our own worst critique. So when we say, oh, I could have done this, look at this other person doing this and they're excelling and they're able to write and do this and do that, and I can't get the time to do that. Don't be too hard on yourself, because we're all different. We might be interested in the same things. You might be a blogger like I am, you might be a writer like I am, you might be a dancer like I am, but we're all different. Our journeys are different. We have different circumstances, different friends, family, personalities, everything. Our lives are different. So don't be too hard on yourself if you feel like your journey is not the same as another person's journey. It's not supposed to be the same, okay? Your life is unique. Your journey is unique, and you need to, understand that. If your people in the community are excelling, praise God, good for them. It's still for the glory of God. But then you need to tap into that and say, yes, I'm doing this for the glory of God. I need to be encouraged by that and to keep going, because it's going to be hard. It's not easy. Writing is hard, balancing your time, managing time. It's a hard thing. I'm sorry if I make it seem like it's easy. It's not easy. It's so hard. But we need to not be hard on ourselves. When we fall down, we need to pick ourselves back up and to keep going, okay? Winners are not people who never failed. Winners are people who failed and then got back up and kept going until they got to the end. And the final thing that I want to say is to reward yourself. When you have those little milestones, when you write that blog post, when you finally have time to record that YouTube video, when you finally have time to work on that painting or that drawing, or you finally have that time to write, reward yourself, okay? Make yourself a nice cup of coffee, or buy yourself that gym outfit or whatever you were looking at. Buy yourself that jumper you were looking at from Zara, or go out and have a meal with your your husband, your partner, your boyfriend, or your friend, or whatever. It's this little milestones that you're taking. These are things that matter, and when you have a community around you, they can celebrate these milestones with you, and it's a beautiful thing, the most beautiful thing ever. So one of the milestones I'm looking forward to is to finish the 4th draft. I'm going to call it draft 3.5 of my novel soon, and then send it off to beta readers. I don't know why I keep struggling with that word. Beta readers. And then I'm going to have time to breathe, because then I'm really looking forward to seeing what other people think about the novel. So when I get to that point, I'm going to reward myself, and I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm going to do, but you guys will know. I'll tell you guys later on what I'm going to reward myself with. So I'm really looking forward to that, and that is motivating me to keep going, because I'm thinking about the reward and I'm like, yes, I'm going to do that when that time comes. So you see, just keep rewarding yourself, the little milestones. If you write 1,000 words, or you get to 10,000 words, or you get to 20,000, 50,000, 70,000, you finish your novel, finish the first draft. Well done to you. Your hustle is real. Your struggle is real. You are the real MVP. Keep going. Don't give up. You know, the struggle is real. We're all struggling. We're all in the same boat, but you can do it. I'm cheering for you. You can do it. If you're not empowered by now, I don't know what you've been listening to, because I want you to know that if I can do it, then you can do it too, okay? Just, again, remember to prioritize, make realistic goals, make time to do the things that you love, find a community, don't be too hard on yourself, and reward yourself when you hit milestones. Thank you so much for watching. We are almost getting to 1,000 subscribers, 1K. Can you imagine? It's so crazy. Like, we're getting to 1K soon. Like, this little community on YouTube is gonna be getting to 1K subscribers soon. Okay. No, I'm not stressing. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Check out my book, Outpourings of a Beloved Heart, if you haven't seen it already. And if you have read it, please leave a review on Amazon. It helps me so much to keep going. I hope this video helped you. Please leave anything down below, anything that you find helps you manage your time better, so we can all, learn from you and, keep going with this Christian journey, or with this journey of ours. So thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day, and God bless. Bye. So in the name of Jesus, I'm free. Oh, yeah. I'm free. I found my freedom. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. It is a wonderful something. I'm just saying thank you. I'm free. I found my freedom. Praise the Lord.